Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Wednesday conversation. I got a question for you today. Do you feel off? Does that sound strange? I know a lot of us are walking around feeling just off. We're not sick, we're not depressed. We just feel like, I don't know, off. There are no highs or lows. Your life is just kind of like moving on, moving along. Every day is a rinse and repeat of the day before. You feel just a little off, disconnected from yourself. I think it happens to a lot of us, especially a lot of women, especially after we hit 55, because that's kind of the age when we start to reevaluate our lives and we see what's working, what's not working, right? And we realize that there's a restlessness inside, and you start to ask, what happened to me? That's what we're going to talk about today. But before we get started, put it in the chat where you are watching me from. I'm in the Washington, D.C. area where it's going to be a pretty nice day today. So I'd love to know where you are tuning in from. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. Thank you for the support. I am Constance Howard. I'm an executive coach. I help women who experience that 3 a.m. moment. What do I mean by that? 3 a.m., that moment when your eyes open up and there are no distractions. It's just you and you. And you start to feel the weight of all the expectations, responsibilities, and obligations that are on you. And your to-do list looks like a grocery list, except you're not on that list. You are doing everything for everybody else, but you're doing nothing to feed yourself, your soul. That's where I step in. I help women bridge the gap between the life they have now and the life they want. So if that sounds anything like you, please put it in the chat that you'd like to set up a chat with me, because I'd love to talk with you. Okay, back to today's episode. What happened to me? I got to tell you, I started having those thoughts when I turned 55. That question just kind of dogged me, not because there was something wrong. On paper, my life looked pretty good. For a small town girl who wanted to shake the dust of a small town off of her, who wanted to, um, you know, build a career that had impact. Um, Earn a good salary, you know, I achieved all of that. I had a good life, but there was something inside me. There was a restlessness inside me that I couldn't put my finger on. I couldn't address. Really, what I should say is I didn't want to address. I kept pushing it away. I kept dismissing it. I say things like, you know, listen, I'm just tired. I'm a little exhausted. Um, but really, there was this just feeling inside of being unfulfilled and disconnected with the person I had become. So I kept telling myself, you know, you should be grateful for the life you have, because lots of people would love to have the life you have. Lots of people would love to have the job you have. You should be a little bit more grateful. I told myself to stop complaining, and just get on with life. But here's what I've learned. You can be very grateful for the life you have and still disconnected with yourself. My friend tells me all the time that two things can be true at the same time, and that's one of them. You can be very grateful for the life that you have and the life that you've built, the career that you've built, but still feel disconnected from who you are. And you don't want to blow up your life. I'm not saying that. I mean, when I got those feelings, my goal wasn't to blow up my life, but I wanted to feel more in control of who I was. more in control of my time and my schedule, um, and not feel guilty about it. And I think that's where a lot of women are right now. You have a great life. On paper, you achieved everything you set out to achieve, but inside there's this feeling of being discontent, and you're not quite sure, what to do about it. Um, you want more peace. You want more joy. You want time to be with yourself, time to think and do things that used to light you up, used to make you really happy. Um, and you're not quite sure how to get there. So what we tend to do, instead of really dealing with those feelings, you do what I did. You dismiss them, you push them away, you say that it's nothing. How many times have you said that? It's nothing. I'll be okay tomorrow. But tomorrow comes and you still feel the same. Here's the thing I want you to do. Instead of pushing those feelings away, I want you to sit with those feelings. I want you to start to explore what it is those feelings are trying to show you or guide you to. Because what I found out, and what many of my clients tell me after we've talked about this, is that um, you're entering a new season in your life where you're not thinking about achieving anymore. It's not about achieving. It's not about getting that next promotion. It's not about getting a bigger, better title or a bigger, better office. It's not about taking the grand European trip. It has nothing to do that. This season may be inviting you to stop and assess what really matters to you now at this point in your life. What's important to you? What are the values that you have? What are the things that you want to explore and learn? That was a big thing that I had to learn. It wasn't that I wanted to go to another, a TV news station. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to start in a different city at a different company. That's not what this new season of my life was pointing me toward. The new season was pointing me toward being able to take time to do the things that I enjoy, to rediscover the things that I enjoy, right? Because it was a long time, for a lot of women, we spend decades climbing this ladder. And once we get there, we're like, is this all there is? And that feeling makes us think like there must be something wrong with us, but there isn't, right? The season is calling for you to not just put your name on your to-do list, but make your to-do list about you and the things that matter to you, the things that make you feel fulfilled, make you feel like you have impact, not just in your family, but with your friends in your community as well. So if this time you are feeling this kind of, I'm okay, but you're really not, I want you to sit with that feeling and explore it. Why do you feel that way? What does that feeling make you think about? What is a new season? What would a new season look like for you? How would it feel for you? I want you to sit with those questions, because I think that's where this feeling inside is leading you to discovering the person you are now, the woman who you are now. What does she want? What's important to her? And from that, you'll be able to map out the new season that you're entering. If this conversation has resonated with you, put it in the chat and put any questions that you might have for me in the chat, and I'll make sure that I follow up. And again, if you find yourself having that 3 a.m. moment, put that in the chat as well, that you want to spend 15, 20 minutes with me in a free conversation, and we can explore where you may be and how I can help you bridge the gap between where you are now and the life that you want. Thanks for supporting me, and I'll see you next time.